not wanting to rush through here or anything, but I know I wanted to schedule because, of course, the big Jack White show is tonight here in Toronto. Daru here is a little bit tired because the last couple of nights in Detroit, let me tell you, from what I've been reading on the internet, they've had some long shows. So, did you want to talk to you a little bit about that and how the tour is kind of gone? And I guess one question that I wanted to ask is that how the last time I talked to you was a year and a half, well, 2 years ago almost. You were playing every second night, really, with the Buzzards. So I guess first question I wanted to ask is that how has that transition been from playing every second night to now that you're just part of a permanent band, I guess, with Jack?
Who knows? Who knows? But currently, that's how it is right now, just with the one band. And it's been going great. It's been really great so far. Definitely a different experience. I think we're a lot more tighter now because we're able to play on a constant basis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every night.
And that's been a lot of a lot of talk that I've been hearing is that the band is so tight and the shows have been really good as a result. Not that before it wasn't.
Thank you. Nah, well, it's just a different energy, and not for the worse. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like I said, things are a lot more tighter now. We've been getting some really good responses and good energy. And it's been great. It's been great. I'm in Detroit the past few days, so you already know.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Shows that have been pushing the 3-hour limit.
Yeah.
Almost 40 songs. It's just I can't even imagine. I'm just tired just coming here and sitting in traffic. But I can't imagine being on stage for 3 hours and not gentle songs either.
Exactly.
And especially the way you play. It's very pounding and just so energetic. So
no, it's cool. It's an experience. Every night is an experience. We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on a roller coaster with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finding out just like the audience is finding out how it's going to go. So
I was just saying before, I think that's the fact that really blows me away is that there isn't any set lists. That there's again, like you said, you're kind of going in blind, but I think it really speaks to how talented of musicians that you guys are. That you are able to pick up on what Mr. White would say is feeling that night, and and that's how it's going to go. So
yeah, I mean, I think he picked us for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? He evidently something that we were individually doing. And the crazy thing is, everybody in this band is just so uniquely different from each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it would be kind of like X-Men. All these people with different powers coming together. So maybe that's. Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's commented. You guys really are superheroes on stage coming together. So,
well, I'm not really saying that factor, but it's a cool compliment. But I was just saying this factor that it's these different worlds coming together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fats Kaplan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Myself, Ike, like we all come from different worlds, but we all come together to form like Voltron.
Fantastic.
And
I love the Voltron reference.
Yeah, the Voltron.
Yes.
So it's a pretty cool experience. Like
Awesome.
I said, we don't know what's going to happen.
It's fantastic. Yeah. So we'll just enjoy the moment while it's in there.
Exactly.
One of the things that I wanted to ask is that I noticed you have a new drum kit, and it looks like the face that's on it. Now before you had your own face. Now this one, I don't even know what to call it. It looks like it's almost kind of like a snake head or it's some kind. Do you mind telling us a little about that?
Okay, actually, the image now on the bass drum head is just a snapshot from the his first video, Highball Step.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah. That was like a animated video with different frames, and it just had a lot of different images.
Okay.
And that was taken from that.
It's almost like I don't know what it is. I actually saw something about it on a science show recently. It's almost like clay that's put on top of the speaker, and it reacts to the song that's going on.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Oh, cool.
I like to switch up, but I'm using the same gear, just to
it's just a different bass head.
Bass head. The other bass head that was on there was Bruiser Records, which
yes,
is
exactly.
my company, so it's vinyl, you know what I'm saying? But I'm with Jack. I like to do new things. So when you mentioned that he wanted to try something new, I was down. I was down for that for sure.
Very awesome.
Yeah,
Very awesome. Well, the real reason why we wanted to have you on this and either tape it or I'm recording it as well for audio. Wanted to get your opinion. My wife Louisa, who unfortunately can't be here, she's really sorry about that because she loved seeing you in action the last time. We're both big fans.
Oh, so she was there last time.
Oh, she was there last time. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, just can't make it this time, unfortunately. But the real reason that we wanted to have you on is that we actually host an online radio show where it's called Topical Storm, and basically what we do is we pick a certain topic every week. And we talk about songs. We have passionate discussions, if you will, about songs that relate to a certain topic or theme. And the one that we wanted to do, well, this week, since you're here, is we wanted to take hip-hop songs that rock. Okay? So I'll just kind of leave it at that. But we wanted to get your opinion because you come from obviously a hip hop background, having done work with several artists like that, Black Milk. Yeah, sorry, I'm glad you pronounced it because I can never pronounce his name right. But you've worked with artists like that, and now you're experiencing you're in Jack White's world, if you will, garage rock, blues, all sorts of things, and you just fit like a glove with it.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to, I guess, throw it out and say, if you were to have a certain playlist of songs that, right off the bat, that you find, have a solid hip hop base, but also can bring the rock and people can rock out to.
Wow.
No pressure or anything.
Wow. So, and I actually got this song on my let me cheat real quick.
Oh, look at that. No, absolutely.
This is Led Zeppelin song. I actually think we break out to it sometimes.
Yeah, and feel free to tonight again, so.
We find this joint. The lemon song.
Yes.
The lemon song.
When I gotta say, the first time I heard you guys play that, or I heard that you play that, just for I'm a Led Zeppelin fan from way back. I never got the opportunity to see them live, but the fact that you guys are almost like keeping that sort of tradition alive has been really great.
Appreciate it. Nah, it's like I feel like hip hop and rock have similar rules, but I do realize that there are different styles of rock and roll too. You have your metal, and all of that.
Sure.
So just like now in hip hop, it's in different categories. You have your dirty south, electronic, your mainstream, and then you have your '90s. You know what I'm saying? The gold. They call that the golden era hip hop. So
exactly.
But yeah, as far as that type, definitely Led Zeppelin. Because actually the Beastie Boys, I can't remember the name of the one song that they sampled with the break at that bottom.
Oh goodness. Rhyming and Stealing.
Yes, yeah. So definitely any of those joints. Definitely some Hendrix, some of the Hendrix joints.
And you guys covered the Hendrix Stealing, right?
Yeah. The Hey Joe was kind of cool. Yes. My mind is drawing a blank right now, but I'm sure some other ones will come.
All right.
But the White Stripes definitely had a bunch of joints, that freaking doorbell, bell operator, had that hip hop bounce.
But it's got that bounce. Exactly. That's the word I was actually looking for, and thank you for putting that. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like what you just said earlier. It's really worlds that are coming together. So. It's really who really needs labels, right? Because of that. That is a stellar playlist, right? Off the bat.
That's what's up.
I'm we'll be more than happy to play on our show.
That's what's up.
When we'll put it on. So thank you for that. And I just wanted to, I guess, ask because of course you've been with Jack White now for the last couple of years.
Yes, sir.
But I just wanted to know, in that time, since 2002, I guess. Well, you had known him a little bit before that, as you were kind of coming into this project. I wanted to kind of ask, have there been other people, if you want to call within the rock genre, that you've gotten to know that you may not have previously and have sort of come to admire, and if sometime down the line, because like you said, you don't know what's coming next, after say the tour, where you would say, what, like I'd love to do something with that guy or, that person, or,
Well, I had the opportunity of meeting Lars.
Oh, okay.
Metallica drummer. He actually was watching our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was checking it out, and I heard it was at Outside Lands performance we did in San Francisco a couple years ago, and he was going crazy about that. I didn't even see him, but I guess he's a fan of it. But it's an honor because that guy, he's like
he's pretty good.
Yeah. He's on top of his game.
Nice.
Who else? It's been some folks that came around. A recent person that's not in the rock and roll world is Mavis Staple.
Oh yes.
She was at we just played a festival in Rhode Island in Newport.
Yes, exactly. Folk festival. Yeah.
Folk festival, and I had the opportunity to shake her hand and meet her. And she actually sat behind me.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was on stage, and she was a huge fan of Jack. She
Nice.
complimented his music, and she's like, "I watched y'all on the Jimmy Fallon. I had to get out of my bed." You know what I'm saying?
Fallon was pretty good too.
Yeah. So she was. It was amazing just to hear somebody of that magnitude act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that I guess that's a cosign that I guess we're on the right track. You know what
Wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. No, and it's been cool really to see that you guys have had all these experiences touring and like being exposed to all these different audiences and just the way that they reacted to the music, because you're taking, in a lot of ways, you're taking White Stripes songs. I know you play other stuff, obviously, in Jack's material, but you're taking songs that were created from a two-piece,
right.
adding so much depth and almost, it's
a challenge because the originals are so good already. You know what I'm saying?
They're
so good,
pretty
even
good,
though they're simple, they're so good already. So it's a challenge, but evidently he liked it.
I guess so. Yeah. No, I think it's a testament to that you guys have stayed throughout this tour that's been going on for Lazaretto, so just to kind of flip forward here a little bit, I wrote a little story about Jack White, saying how he was rock's most surprising personality. Okay, and so far this year you've been involved in some pretty cool things with him. Okay, as part of the Lazaretto tour, whether it be the world's fastest record that you did in Nashville. What would you say has been the most fun thing that you did? I mean, what you just mentioned with Mavis Staples, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But is there been one thing that's really stood out?
Yeah, we did this secret show in London.
I heard about that.
That joint was. I've never done nothing like it in my career, in my life. That joint was crazy. Basically, we performed in like this abandoned building.
Yeah.
And I think it was. I think the vibe was supposed to correspond with Lazaretto, like the meaning of it.
Exactly.
So we played in this abandoned building, and we all had on like hospital clothes. It was the craziest thing because it's like out of a horror movie. You know what I'm saying?
He got carted off at one point.
Yeah,
and you guys kept playing.
Yeah, kept playing. But the energy, it felt like, it's this movie that
like almost like a zombie movie or something.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We were walking and like the walls were torn up. Like it was super, it was hard body.
And there wasn't that many people there, right? It was kind of like an exclusive.
Yeah, it was exclusive joint, but that was really, really cool.
Wow.
The adrenaline. I mean, it was like before we started, they had saran wrap or plastic that covers.
Okay.
People couldn't see.
Oh, really?
So when the first song blasted, they tore the plastic down, and so it was like it was an experience.
That's awesome. Because you guys were doing secret type shows before.
On the last tour, yeah.
But nothing.
These shows,
Nothing. This
was over the top.
It's pretty over.
Because I still felt like, even though it was a show, I still feel like something eerie, something spooky was going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's going to jump out of the corner or something. So now, was that the same night of a show, or was that sort of like on an off
I don't
day,
remember.
No. Okay. You've been doing so many shows lately. I can't.
I think that was it was doing this. We did we had another performance. I think we had 2 shows that night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. Actually, I wanted to ask this last time, but I'm getting the opportunity here. I will. Do you have any pre-show rituals, whether it be with Jack White or in other stuff that you've done? And when you're on the road traveling, I noticed you had your iPhone a little bit there, and you were circling through. Are there certain artists that or songs that you feel that you're always listening to, besides maybe stuff that you're working on or practicing, like you kind of did with the Lemon song there?
That's a good question. As far as music, I mean. I listen to a lot of beats.
Okay.
Hip hop instrumentals. Some of my favorite producers, you know what I'm saying? From J Dilla, rest in peace. This cat by the name of Knowledge.
Okay.
My own stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's
because I'm back to making beats. I'm back to making beats. In the middle of time. So,
yeah.
What else? And I'm also listening to some rock stuff too.
Always looking for samples, right?
Exactly. So yeah, just random stuff that's on my iPhone.
Oh, okay.
It ranges from hip hop, a little bit of rock stuff and some soul stuff too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. A nice medley. I wanted to know if you could give us an update with things that are going on with Russo Records.
Rough Pack stuff.
See, and I was gonna say. Now you and I have talked.
Definitely Rough Pack stuff.
Now you and I have talked on Twitter before, and I remember you telling me once in particular that you were gonna tell me when the Rough Pack was gonna come to Toronto. Because I wanted to see you there, and I don't think it ever happened. So
it hasn't happened yet.
If you want to give us a quick update on what's going on with yourself and Rusik, would be awesome.
Yeah. So what's going on with Rusik Records? As you know, last year I released my first retail official project via Rusik Records with my sister Rena.
Exactly.
The name of that project is called Honey. Came out in November, but unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to push the project like I wanted to. Because I'm busy playing drums.
Yeah.
So, pardon me.
Now, from what I remember hearing, that had some solid beats to it.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
And she's got a great voice.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Shout out to Sis Rena, and yeah, hopefully, when things kind of die down or I have a little bit more of a break, I want to do some more stuff, some official shows, some more videos with Rena. Otherwise, Rough Pack, we got a couple things on the horizons.
Cool.
We recorded 2 projects. One in tribute to The Artist Around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like our own vibe, mixing it up and doing our Rough Pack style.
Cool.
That project is actually done and it's actually being mixed.
Oh, nice.
So,
you want that to look forward to?
Yeah. So we trying to find a situation for that, meaning a label. And then another project we did with China Moses. She's she's the daughter of Dee Bridgewater.
Okay.
From Paris.
Cool. Because the Rough Pack they're based in Europe, right? Okay.
Well, the guitarist Matthias, he just moved to New York like last year, so moved back because he's been in New York before, but he's currently back in New York.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to both of those projects.
Nice.
Because they're special.
Always some stuff to look forward to with you, and that's great. Awesome.
Look out for more Rusik Records beats.
Very good.
I had a little bit of time in between days off, to push out some beats, and I got some other ideas for some more Rusik Records collaborations.
And it's all RusikRecords.com, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Because I know you have that's linked to your SoundCloud too, right? Mm-hmm. Because I know that you've I don't know if leaked is the right word, but you've given out tastes of stuff that you've been doing through your SoundCloud, which I think is very cool. But the way you interact with your fans to let them know things that are going on.
It's tough to try to keep up with everything, and that's why I've personally downsized from some of the social sites that I had. Even downsized to my Facebook because I used to have 3.
It's wow. It's tough to keep track of all this stuff, especially when you're someone like yourself who is so busy. And like, I don't know when you guys have time to, let alone talk with people like me.
I mean, I just recently got help, but I still do pretty much everything myself. Like I have my assistant, and she helps on my business, but I still the posting I do them on my own.
Yeah.
So just we have to think about presentation.
Yeah, exactly.
All that,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes you just want to just get it out, So yeah, because you got to get the information out there. Let's switch things up a little bit. So not much more. So I thank you very much for your time. So this tour, Lazaretto, I've seen you play several festivals. You've played some historic theaters. Like heck, you played the Jack White Theater in Detroit last night. That was renamed for him. And now here in Toronto, I thought was interesting. You're playing a hockey arena. It's actually if my math is right, or my stats are right, it's actually the largest non-festival venue that you're playing.
Wow.
So I just wanted to know, and I guess there's a million reasons why that's so, as opposed to somewhere else in Toronto. But I wanted to particularly know from your perspective, if you have any kind of venue preference, and do you think that the location influences the type of audience that comes out to see you?
That's a really good question.
I try. I don't want to do softballs here. So.
I guess it depends on the artist. somebody like Jack, of course, he has a huge fan base, so I don't think the area matters. People are gonna, they're gonna.
Sure.
They seem to support. They're gonna come on regardless, but definitely the venue. What type of venue too makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Because like if it's a seated area, a seated venue, then that's another story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not sure if I answered that question.
Yeah. No. That's quite all right. That's quite all right.
Yeah.
Here it's weird because it's a hockey arena, so you're gonna have seats, and sometimes on the floors they either take them out completely, or I have seen seats on the floor. So I think it's open, but we'll see. We'll see. But whatever it is, regardless of it, tonight's gonna be good. That I know about. And,
I mean, we still go for giving our best, regardless of whatever the situation is. But the main thing is like, we vibe off the energy of the audience. So that's the most important thing. So wherever we're playing, if the audience is feeding us positive energy
You're gonna give it back.
and responding, we're going to give it back. But obviously if they're not, then it's going to be like, you know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
It's going to be a little challenging.
Well, I'm here with my daughter, and we're going to be actually pretty high up.
Okay.
But, just, her tender ears and everything. But you'll definitely hear us, for sure.